2x cubed, which is exactly what we got up at the top. So it works. So now this next problem is we're going to find the equation of the tangent line drawn to the graph of, and it's g of x. Notice g of x is a binomial divided by a binomial. Since I'm dividing by something that is not a monomial, meaning if it has an addition or a subtraction sign in the bottom and a variable, then I have to use the quotient rule. Have to. I mean, it's just, there's no way I could do it any other way. So, to find the equation of the tangent line, what do we need? Pot and slot. That's right. So let's start with pot. So, the point of tangent. Drawn to the graph of that one, x equals -2. So we're going to find g of -2. We're going to find the point of tangency. So do I need to find the derivative for the point of tangency?
No.
You're right. No, we do not. That's only for the slope. Derivative is the slope of the tangent line. Okay, so it's 2 times -2 minus 1 over -2 plus 3. -4 minus 1 over 1. I got -5. And I shouldn't put a box around it. But there's our point of tangency. Next, SOT. So for this, I need the derivative. So I gotta find the derivative of x, of g of x, sorry. So again, low d high minus high d low. Square the bottom and away we go. Alrighty. So low, let me find the problem. Low is x plus 3. D high is high is 2x minus 1. 2. Derivative of the high.
Oh.
So low d high minus high, which is 2x minus 1. D low. Now, Faith. Derivative of the low. 1. There you go. Square the bottom and away we go. All right. So it's 2x plus 6. I'm going to distribute the 1 and the minus sign all at the same time. Can we take it? Surely we can take it. So it's minus 2x plus 1. Hopefully I can take it. Or maybe not. Wynn's giving me a look.
What'd you do?
What'd I do? I don't think I did it.
You didn't do it.
Did I do something wrong? Yeah. Okay. She's just kidding. She's just messing with me. 2 x's cancel. I get 7 over x plus 3 squared. So that's the derivative. So now what do I do? Plug in. Yep. So I'm finding g prime of whatever the number was, -2. So 7 over -2 plus 3 squared. That's just 7.
1. Oh, wait, no, yeah.
Sorry, it's 7 over 1 squared. Yes. So the equation of the tangent line. Y plus 5.
7 times x plus 2.
Yep.
You can see it real time with us.
I can what? Huh?
So you can get real time with us.
I know, right? have to wait. Okay, you're gonna love the next one.
Why do you think I smell dog food? I'm lost.
Did you say you smell dog food?
I smelled dog food for like 2 seconds. I don't know why.
Hey, at least you can smell. As long as you can smell, you're good.
Like, I was just like, oh, that smells like dog food. And then it was gone.
I don't know what that means, but
See, there's...
it is interesting. I would agree. It's very interesting. All right, here we go. We're going to use the quotient rule to figure out the derivatives of the other trig functions. So, like, we already did the derivative of sine. It was
Cosine.
cosine, thank you. And the derivative of cosine,
And negative sine.
negative sine. So now let's do tangent. So to do tangent, the first thing we do is I'm going to rewrite it as,
Sine over cosine.
yeah, sine over cosine, and then I can use the quotient rule to figure out the derivative.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
I thought so as well. Low, d high. What's the derivative of sine? Cosine. Low d high minus high d low. What's the derivative? Negative sine. Good. Square the bottom and away we go. The quotient rule. There. All right. So cosine theta times cosine theta is cosine squared theta, right?
So with this, no way, can you get rid of that?
Yeah.
I was just saying, because it's subtraction.
But it's going to be minus times a negative.
So you can get rid of that?
What's it? Yes.
Okay.
I think. I don't know exactly. This becomes plus, right? Sine squared of theta. Because it's a negative sign times a negative, and minus it, basically. Minus a negative. And what's sine squared plus cosine squared? 1. And what is 1 over cosine?
That's
Not sine.
secant.
Secant, yes.
I was like, there's a word.
Yes, there is. So 1 over cosine squared would be secant squared. So that's the derivative of tangent. Derivative of tangent is secant squared.
So could tangent just be cosine squared?
I don't you know. We're going to have to find out. So cotangent, if I'm doing it in sine and cosine, would be what over what?
That's sine over sine.
Yeah. Cosine of theta over the sine of theta. So, low d high, derivative of cosine,
Negative.
negative sine, minus high d low, what's derivative of sine? Cosine. Square the bottom and away we go. So it's negative sine squared theta minus cosine squared theta. What can I do?
I really don't know.
Okay, honest answer.
Well, because it'd be different if they were both positive, but they're not.
Well, can I make them both positive by factoring out something?
Yeah, but then it's still gonna be there.
I can factor out a negative 1.
It's still gonna be there.
No. Well, yeah, but no. So what can I replace sine squared plus cosine squared with? 1. So this is just negative 1 over sine squared of theta. What's 1 over sine?
Cosecant.
Cosecant. So it's negative cosecant squared.
Because it starts with a C.
Because it starts with a C, yes. Notice you're taking the derivative of cotangent. The derivative is negative cosecant squared. Theta happens every time. All the ones that start with C are negative. Not the answers. The derivatives of the original if it starts with a C. All right. Now, after we derive all of these, it's really going to be much easier for you if you just memorize them. Now, if you have a brain fart, you know how to derive them. You can figure them out. But it's going to be, you don't want to have to redo these every time. It'll just take too long. Okay, how can I rewrite secant?
1 over cosine.
Yes.
How are we supposed to do derivative of 1?
So it's derivative of any constant.
1?
0.
So it's nothing?
Yes. Or 0.
It's
So
nothing.
low d high, which is 0, minus high d low. What's the derivative of cosine? Negative sign. Square the bottom and away we go. Blink, blink, blink. Oh, that was a great thing.
You're welcome.
Okay, so cosine times 0, that's just 0. So it's negative times negative, it's positive sine of theta over cosine squared of theta. So here's how I'm going to rewrite this. I'm going to do sine of theta over the cosine of theta times 1 over the cosine of theta. Because I have 2 cosine.